Hello my beautiful people, and welcome back to another video on my channel. And in today's video we're going to be doing a very beginner friendly quick little makeup video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you know when I post next. Now let's get into this video. I use the Cerave Daily Moisturizing Lotion, and then I'm going to go in with my Black Girl Sunscreen. I use the e.l.f. Hydrogrip Primer. And once primer is done, we're going to go, I like to go in with my eyebrows, and I use, this is the Gummy Professional Styling Wax. And I kind of just slick my eyebrows down with this. Boom. And then an extra step that I take to make sure that my eyebrows stay down and they're slick, I go in with the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I like to use a lash glue to keep my brows in place. And I just go like this. And just know your brows are not going to move all night, all day. Just let that dry down. And that's it for our brows. So in the after brows, I'm going to go in with, I love the e.l.f. Halo Glo. Even when I do my full glams, I still use the e.l.f. Halo Glo. And this is in the shade 6. And we're just gonna here my brush, and I'm just gonna tap it out. Try not to get any product under your eye because that's where we're gonna put concealer. So that after you do that, you're gonna go in with concealer. Especially as a beginner, don't go in for too much of a bright concealer. Go in with a concealer that's kind of close to your skin tone and just a tad bit brighter. This is my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is in the shade Deep Cinnamon. And I absolutely love her. I go like that. And then on the side of my nose. Right here. Forehead. On the nose. And this is my concealer placement. And then once I put my concealer, I go in with my setting spray. And I spray it down. Wait till it dries down a bit. And then we begin to blend. Okay, now we're gonna blend out the concealer. I kind of like to drag the concealer up a little bit right here, just to give more of like a snatched look. Kind of drag that up. You're just tapping, we're not swiping. We only drag up here, but then we still tap underneath. And then you're gonna tap out this one on your nose. I like to tap the concealer excess on my eyelids. So, okay, so at this point, right, you see how we kind of have like this kind of like ring. You see there's a difference between here and here, right? So what I get, we're gonna get that same brush that we use to blend out your skin tint / the Halo Glow. You're gonna tap on the edges, just on the outskirts, on the actual concealer, but on the edges, just so we want everything to blend seamlessly into our skin. We want everything to look uniform. We don't want to have any harsh lines anywhere. And so you're just gonna tap on the outside parts, just so that everything blends in. And the same thing on your chin. You see how it's like where it begins and where it ends? We don't want that. We're gonna tap it out. We're gonna buff it out basically, because we want everything to look together. And like at the same time on your forehead, just do the same thing until you don't see any harsh line. Want everything to be seamless. You can just tap it out a little bit. You don't want any harsh lines. Don't put any excess, like extra product, just whatever is on there. Just blend that out. And then we're gonna get our setting powder. We need a loose setting powder. For beginners, I definitely recommend the Mercier. This is the mini version, and this is in the I use the shade Translucent Honey, and this is the translucent loose setting powder ultra blur. So for beginners, definitely love the Mercier, and I recommend that you get a mini because the big one is expensive, is up there. But I definitely recommend getting the minis of any powders. Even one size is also really good. Right here, this is also a mini. The minis are definitely worth it. Also, another good one is the Huda. As you can tell, I've literally finished it. Huda is also really good. Get the minis, they last a long time, they're definitely worth it. But anyways, so I think I'm gonna go in with Laura today. I'm gonna get me a powder puff, but we have to make sure that before you apply your powder, make sure that there's no creases in your under eye, because if there are creases and you put powder, the creases are gonna stay there. You're gonna set them in place. So make sure that you do a little extra. Make sure you go back in and just make sure there's no creases. Everything is blended out smoothly, so that when you put that powder is gonna keep it in place. So I'm gonna go in with my powder puff, and I'm gonna get me some Laura Mercier. I'm gonna tap the excess off on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go in my under eye. And I don't bake. As a beginner, you don't need to be baking. Tap it, and I go back for more powder. I go on the other side. Everywhere you put concealer is where we're going to be putting this powder. Your forehead as well. And you can set those eyelids as well. I see a little bit of creasing in my eyelids, so I'm going to tap it out with the brush again. And then I'm going to set it with powder. I see creasing in my eyelid. Then immediately after, I'm gonna set it with powder. Make sure you get your nose as well. So now that we've set everything with powder, my next step, we are almost done, is bronzer. So I'm gonna get a brush that kind of looks like this. And the bronzer that I like to use is the NARS Laguna bronzer. And for my darker skin tone babes, I definitely recommend using the Juvia's Place bronzer. You can get that at Ulta. This is also at Ulta. This is a mini. There's a bigger bronzer, but this is a mini. This is like $17, $19, I believe. But it definitely lasts forever. I love this bronzer. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer. And then where we're gonna put the bronzer, we're gonna place the bronzer on our cheekbones right here, and on the perimeter of our forehead, and on our jawline. This is where we're gonna be putting bronzer today. So right here. And basically what this bronzer is gonna do is bring warmth back into your face. And then you're gonna do it on your forehead. And the bronzer, I just keep going until I get the look that I want, which I like about this bronzer, that it's definitely buildable. You can continue and layer it. And then I go on my jawline. And I apply the bronzer here. And then we're gonna get a smaller brush. I get a brush like this. And we are going to put this bronzer in our eyelid. Just to add color and so that our eyelid isn't bare, I'm gonna add bronzer into the eyelid. Just to give a little warmth, a little dimension. And then this is where we're gonna do our nose contour. That same bronzer, the same brush, you're gonna go down your nose. Just a little bit, just a slight, like, I don't know if you can see that. I personally don't like a harsh contour. Just a slight nose contour. That's just on one side. And we're just gonna, and make sure you can always go back for more, but make sure you get a light fluffy brush. You don't want to get something that's really packed and dense because it's gonna go on harsh. You need something that's light and soft so that it goes on really nicely and not too harsh. And then you kind of just go right here, especially in this inner corner where this, you want to really emphasize that, so you know, it gives you that snatched look. So really apply the bronzer in this corner and then drag out the rest down your nose slightly. But really you want this corner because you want it to lead into your eyelid, because we already put the bronzer here, and so everything is just together, everything is unified, everything is seamless. Okay, and that's for our bronzer. And now we're gonna put blush. And I like this blush. This is the NYX Buttermilk blush. And also for my girlies, if you don't like a powder blush, if you want to use a liquid blush, the right time to put it would be after you blend out your concealer. Then you go in with the liquid blush and then do your powder. So now I'm applying this powder blush. This is the NYX Buttermilk. I really like this color. She's cute. And I just apply a little bit, get a light and soft brush too, so that it can just go on really nicely. You either use this brush or I guess a brush kind of like this, just to softly apply that blush. I'm just using this one because it's more angled. I like this better. And I just kind of apply that blush, not too much. And then at this point I like to go in with my setting spray to make sure that all my powders sink in and melt into my face. Boom, boom, boom. I let that dry down, and once that dries down, I'm going to get my highlighter. And I definitely like to use a brush like this for a highlighter. Wait till your face dries though. I gotta wait. Okay, then I'll apply a highlighter on my cheekbone. Like that. And on the same thing on the other side. And we do the cheekbone because, like, you know, when you're outside and let's say it's golden hour, so when the sun hits you right there, you're gonna be sparkling, you're gonna be glazed, you're gonna look so sparkly and cutesy. So you like it on the right there on the cheekbone. And then I kind of just added a little sparkle, you know, under my eye. I just kind of play with the highlighter. And of course, you can get a brush or you can use your hand. I feel like I'm gonna use my hand today. Get the highlighter and apply a little bit on the tip of your nose. Like that. And then down your nose, of course. Now I am going to do my lashes real quick. You can also do mascara if you want, or if you have lash clusters, or if you already have extensions on. Just do whatever works for you. In this video, for me, I'm gonna apply lashes on real quick. Okay guys, so oh my voice. So I put my lashes on and I put some bottom mascara on. And so the last thing we're gonna do is lip combo. And for me, I get my lip liner from the beauty supply store. And I just go like this. I kind of did this lip combo really messy, I can't lie. And then I just go in with lip gloss. And I use the Fenty lip gloss to line my lips. This is just what I do. If you guys have your own little lip combo that you do, then that's perfect as well. Then I go in with another shade. This is Fussy, I believe, and I go in the middle. And that's my lip combo. And then after, I do my lips. That's the end of the makeup. And I go in with my one side setting spray to keep it on all night. this is the finished look. I feel like everything that I used in this video, this is like, if you really want to start doing your makeup, this is like basics. This is what you need. You need some kind of skin tint or foundation, a concealer, a setting powder, a bronzer, and a blush. Like, those are staples. You want to do your makeup, you need those. And a primer. I don't remember if I said primer, but yes. Let's get into the look. Let's see how smooth it is. How's it looking? How's she looking? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope y'all loved it. I hope y'all learned something and took something away from this video, and I want y'all to comment down below what videos y'all want to see next. Make sure you subscribe, and I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching and staying till the end. Bye, my beautiful people.